Hello, everyone. So, for tonight's bedtime story, I've chosen this book called Brother Trouble, and it's in a title of books, a series of books called Stone Age Adventures. So, it's set with characters and a setting from the Stone Age, which was many, many years ago. I think year four, learn a bit about the Stone Age. Let's find out who are in the Stone Age family. So, we've got Pod, Dada Boulder, Mama Boulder, Pim, Little Nut, and Grandma. So there's their family. And let's find out what happens. We've got quite a few chapters. So let's enjoy chapter 1. It was a warm summer morning. Pim yawned, stretched, and wriggled out from under the wolf skins that made up her bed. Grandma was still snoring, but there was no sign of Pod and Little Nut. So they've got wolf skins that used to belong to a wolf as bed covers. We wouldn't have that because this is many, 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 many years ago. Thousands. Where are they? She wondered, and she ran to the doorway. Ouch! Pim rubbed a foot, and Grandma sat up with a jump. What's happening? She asked. Sorry, Grandma, Pim said. I trod on something sharp. Grandma peered at the ground. Nutshells all over the floor. Clear them up, Pim. Pim shook her head. It wasn't me, Grandma. So that's what she's hurt herself on. Doesn't matter. Grandma frowned at her. Pim sighed and swished the shells into a corner with a handful of straw. As soon as she'd finished, she ran out into the sunshine. That's interesting there. So they've got like a bunch of straw to use as a sweeping brush. We don't have that. We have a brush with a plastic handle, don't we? And a dustpan to sweep it up. So that's something very different. Pod and Little Nut were sitting under a tree watching Dada Boulder chipping at flints. They were both chewing, and Pim gave them a long, cold stare. You left nutshells all over the floor, she told them angrily. Pod shrugged. We were hungry. Hungry, repeated Little Nut. He flapped his hand at a fly. Go away. Pim picked up a leafy branch and waved it to and fro. Dada Boulder smiled at her. That's good. The flies are bad today. I'm going to read a bit more of chapter 2. Dada Boulder worked fast. Bang, 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 he went with a heavy stone, and the flint began to look like a useful tool. Tap, tap, tap. It was sharp enough to use. So he's trying to make a sharp object to use, a bit like a knife. So in Stone Age times, things like knives and anything that they needed, such as forks, knives to cut things with, they had to make them. Can I have a go? Pod asked. Be careful, Dada Boulder warned. I know what to do, Pod said. He took the stone from Dada and banged it hard on a half-finished flint knife. The knife broke in two. Told you to be careful, Pod, Dad sighed. Pim leaned forward. Can I try? Had a go. Not been successful. Give me the branch, Pim. I'll scatter those flies. Pod took the branch, but he waved it so wildly that he hit Dada Boulder on the head. Little Nut laughed, and Pod made a face. Whoops. Pim, Dada said, take your brothers away. But I haven't had a turn, Pim complained. And you need me to get rid of the flies. Pod waved the branch to and fro. I'd rather have flies than silly boys, Dada growled. Go away. He was getting a bit annoyed by them. They're trying, but not quite getting it right. Pim took Little Nut's hand. Let's go down to the stream, she said. Come on, Pod. Paddle? Asked Little Nut. Maybe, Pim told him. So there they are. She's going to take him and the other brother, I think, down to the lake for a little swim. Have a little think now, chat before you go to bed, of what could happen. Remember, the story is called Brother Trouble. Is something going to happen now whilst they're down near the water? So we'll read chapter 3, and I think because they're quite short, we'll finish this off tomorrow in time for our half term. It's now time to rest. One more big sleep for school tomorrow, and then it's the start of our holiday. So good night, everyone.